Gusto ko lang malaman natin ang kahulugan itong Holy Week. Maganda na sa buong mundo ay binibigyan pansin, binibigyan kahulugan ang nasasabing Holy Week. But there is a more deeper meaning that we should know about Holy Week. So I just want to share this message about what does the holiness means in our life. Traditionally, all the people all around the world waiting this Holy Week, and there is something different for them to celebrate. But there is a deeper meaning of this holy, the word holy. Let us know that before Jesus Christ came to crucify on Calvary, we people, especially for what they call Gentile, they are the enemy of God before. Colossians chapter 1, verse 20 to 22, and having made peace through the blood of his cross, by him to reconcile all things unto himself, by him, I say, whether they be things in earth or things in heaven, and you that were something alienated and enemies in your mind by wicked work, yet now had reconciled in the body of flesh through death, to present you holy and unblameable and unreprovable in his sight. So notice that before Jesus Christ was crucified on the cross, all people are called the enemy of God. But when Jesus Christ came here on earth, he was sacrificed, he sacrificed himself. Then the reason for why he sacrificed himself is to reconcile us, to reconcile the people to God. And the purpose is to present us unblameable. So that is the purpose of Jesus Christ, to reconcile us, being the enemy of God, and to present us unblameable. And we will become worthy and acceptable in the presence of God. So that is the importance that we have to know. Now, Ephesians chapter 1, verse 4, according as he had chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy without blame before him in love. Imagine, Maripi, naintindihan mo yan? Noon pa, tayo pa ay tinawag ng Diyos na maging holy. Bago kayo na ipanganak, tinawag na kayo ng Diyos. So, imagine, that is the purpose of God. According as he had chosen us in him before the foundation of the world. So that is the plan of God. It is not only the Holy Week that we feel holy, but the truth is, from the foundation, from the beginning, it is the plan of God to call the people, to choose them to become holy. That is the plan of God. You know why that is the purpose of God, na gusto niya na maging tayo ay holy? Dahil ayaw ng Panginoon na tayo ay madala sa walang hanggang na judgment. Kasi yung judgment na sinasabi sa Bible, yung walang hanggang na dagat-dagatan na apoy, na kung saan doon ang lugar ng hindi mananampalataya sa Diyos, yun ay para lamang kay Satans. So that is the reason why God choosing us before. It is not the plan of God for the people to be with Satan and eternal judgment. So the plan of God is to call us to be holy. So yun ang dapat malaman natin. Kaya hindi katakot-takot na maging holy, kasi pag tinatanong mo sa isang tao, ikaw ba ay banal? Ikaw ba ay holy? Mahirap nilang sagutin yun. But there is a very simple why we become holy. Malaman natin mamaya yun. Okay? The next means of holiness in our life is to be acceptable unto God. To be acceptable unto God. Romans chapter 12 verse 1, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and the perfect will of God. So that is very clear that because we are chosen to be holy from the foundation of the world, then it is God desire that every people should present their body as living sacrifice, as a living sacrifice. Of course, dahil buhay pa tayo, hindi pa tayo patay. So ayun, ang ibig sabihin, habang tayo ay nabubuhay, sana may bigay natin ang ating katawan, ang ating buhay na offering sa Panginoon. Because that is the other way for us to become holy. Mahirap maintindihan na gawin mo ang buhay mo na living sacrifice, pero very simple yan. Ang paggawa natin sa kalooban ng Diyos, pananampalatayan natin siya, at magbago tayo, huwag nating gawin ang makamundong gawain ng buhay. Huwag natin tulalan o sumusunod sa anong klaseng temptation sa buhay. Kasi yun ang sabi niya, and be not conformed to this world. Huwag tayong gumaya kung ano ang ginagawa ng mundo. Alam natin kung ano ang ginagawa ng mundo. Walang iba kundi gumagawa ng kasalanan. Na kadalasan ang kasalanan, yun ang nagbibigay sa problema. Yun ang nagbibigay trouble in our life. So that is the reason we should give our life as a living sacrifice and be not conformed to the world. In that, we are holy and acceptable in the presence of God. So that's very simple to become holy. To do what is the will of God and not to do the will of the world. Layuan mo ang mundo at doon ka sa Panginoon pumanig. That is the very simple to become holy. Now, kailangan na malaman natin din na tayo ang tinatawag na spiritual temple of God. We have to know that. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16 to 17. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temples of God, him shall God destroy, for the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are. Okay, imagine that. It's very clear. Know ye not, ye are the temple of God. First of all, what we know is the building church. That is the literal church. But we should know that there is a spiritual church, and the spiritual church is our body. If our body is the spiritual church of God, then it is the dwelling of the Holy Spirit. Ayun, repeat. Kaya tayo, mga tao, there is no reason for us to have a worry, to have a what do you call, don't mind on this world if the Holy Spirit is within us. Because the will of the world is not the will of the Holy Spirit. So that is the reason why the Holy Spirit dwell in us, being the spiritual temple of God, so that the Holy Spirit is our director. He is our comforter. He will strengthen us. He will guide us. That is the reason, because we are the temple of God. So in short, if a person is not a spiritual temple of God, therefore the Holy Spirit will not live on him. So there is no guidance from the Holy Spirit. So that is the one point. To invite the guidance of the Holy Spirit in your life, you have to put yourself under the will of God to become a spiritual temple of God. And if any man will destroy this temple, God will destroy him also. As of now, we have the pandemic coronavirus, and very clear that this corona is the instrument of the devil to destroy the life of man. So this is a very positive weapon for us. We have to sure that our body is the spiritual temple of God, and 100% coronavirus have no power to attack us, because we are the spiritual temple of God. The Holy Spirit is in us, and the Holy Spirit had enough power to block that virus, fatal virus. He has no power to infect our body, because our body was belong to the Holy Spirit. Okay? Ephesians chapter 4, verse 30. And grieve not the Holy Spirit of God, whereby ye are sealed unto the day of redemption. Oh, ito ang sinasabi sa Bible, repeat. Tayo ay siniliwan ng Diyos para sa kaligtasan. Oh. Ang Diyos pala ay may ginagawa siyang paraan para tayo ay maligtas. Ang ginagawa ng Diyos, magbibigay siya ng silyo. At pag may silyo ka, ikaw ay karapat-dapat na maligtas. So imagine that. So why we have to feel worry if we believe and very sure that the seal of God is in us? So this is the important in our life, that we have the seal of God through the Holy Spirit. This is a very simple message. First, we have to believe that we belong to the called out ones, whom God called from the foundation of the world. That God called us from the foundation of the world to be holy, and that's the reason why He sent Jesus Christ to on the cross, to be crucified on the cross, to reconcile us with God and make us acceptable. And that is the process for us to become a holy temple of God. And when we become the holy temple of God, then the Holy Spirit dwell in us. And when the Holy Spirit is dwelling in us, then the Holy Spirit will seal us as we are belongs to God. That is my point. Holy, that means it is belongs to God. Everything that is holy, that is belongs to God. If a person is holy, that means that is belongs to God. We should know that unholy, that is not belong to God. And there is a risky, there is a danger if a person belong to unholy, because that is what the devil want to attack. If he will perceive, he will see that one thing is unholy, then the devil will claim that is mine because it is unholy. But if the devil say a thing, man, that is already been holy, then the devil should uh, apart. The devil has no power to touch because he know that it is belong to God. That is the simple meaning of holiness. Okay, we will observe this Holy Week, but we have to believe in both the first most important message of holy. The importance of holy is in our life because we are belongs to God. That is the important thing. Jakbot patyan kakayat yun, tagbaling ka saan kukuha ni Satanas. Di ako maniwala na ang gusto ninyo ay para kayo sa devil. Lahat ng tao ang gusto nila maging para sa Diyos. So there are only two positions who position our life. First, the devil, maybe he is the in position of the one man. And God is the other who is in the position in the life of man. So dalawa lang ang pwedeng puntahan ng tao. Pumunta sa Diyos o pumunta sa Diyos ay sa devil. Yun lang, walang iba. Saan mo gusto tumira? Kay Satan o sa Panginoon? Walang iba. So that is the very simple of holy. When we accepted that we become holy, and we become holy, it is not because of our human righteousness, but we become holy because of our faith in through the grace of God. So very simple, hindi mahirap. Hindi tayo maging banal kung ang pagiging banal ay para lamang magawa natin dahil tayo ay may righteousness in human. Kailanman talagang walang isang tao na hindi magkamali. Lahat tayo ay magkakamali. Pero sa pamamagitan ng pananampalataya at sa grace ng Panginoon, that is the only way for us to become holy. Nga po Diyos ti maray tayo, so iti nang benisyon, iti nga